Right now, you're using AI to finish today's work. Someone your age is using it to build next year's income. You open ChatGPT when you need help. They've got AI working for them while they sleep. Same tool, same access. Completely different trajectory. The gap between you two isn't intelligence, it's 7 rules. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one is keeping you stuck. Meet a solo agency owner running social media for local businesses. 6 months ago, she was manually writing every caption and every strategy doc, working 50 hours a week to serve 4 clients. Today, she runs the same agency with 12 clients. The strange part wasn't that she worked harder, she actually worked fewer hours. The business grew because the work stopped depending on her. That's exactly what these 7 rules build. Here's a mistake almost every beginner makes, and it looks completely harmless at first. You've never actually written a great cold email yourself, so you ask AI to write one for you. It hands you something confident and polished. You have no way to tell if it's actually good, because you never learned what good looks like in the first place. So you send it, and it quietly underperforms for months without you ever knowing why. Can AI do this for me?
Wrong question. First ask if you could do it yourself.
That's rule 1. Call it the automation trap. Automating a task you've never done manually doesn't save you time. It hides a small mistake somewhere you'll never see it until it's already cost you something. The fix: do the task yourself first, even badly, a few times. Once you know what good looks like, hand it to AI. Small rule. But this one quietly sets up everything else on this list. Why can 2 people use the identical AI tool and walk away with completely different businesses? It's not the tool, it's what they fed it. Call it the mirror effect. AI doesn't invent effort. It reflects whatever effort you hand it back at you, just polished. Type 1 lazy sentence, expect a masterpiece, and you'll get exactly what you put in. Nothing special. Here's what the people building real momentum do differently. Instead of chasing the perfect one-line prompt, they feed AI 3 to 5 real examples first. Their best work, their tone, their actual voice. And they never publish the first draft. They treat it like clay. The second pass gets sharper. By the third, it's actually worth putting in front of a client. Skip that process, and you're not failing because AI is weak. You're failing because you handed it nothing to reflect. Every rushed, low-effort output you publish is an opportunity that quietly walks past you, straight to someone who took 10 extra minutes. Quick pause, because this next part is usually where people get stuck. If you're already wondering exactly which of these rules is costing you the most, I put together something called the 7-Rule AI Implementation Kit. It's a free, 1-page checklist that shows you exactly where you're leaking money right now, plus 3 ready-to-use prompts that fix rules 1 and 2 immediately. It's in the description if you want it. Just tell me it's good.
It's not good yet. Here's exactly why.
That's the difference between an assistant and a yes man. And rule 3 is the one that actually costs people paying clients, not just missed opportunities. Most people set AI up to be a cheerleader. It agrees with everything. Your pricing is fine, your proposal is great, your strategy makes sense. But a cheerleader doesn't catch the pricing mistake, the confusing proposal, or the email that reads as desperate instead of confident. Nothing catches it because you told it not to. The fix: tell your AI directly to stop agreeing with you. Instruct it to be a ruthless mentor, not a friend. Tell it what not to do, not only what to do. Go a step further if you can, and have a second AI review the first one's output before it ever reaches you. Let them catch each other, you catch whatever's left. This is the rule that separates the people who keep clients from the ones who quietly lose them and never find out why. Before rule 4, one quick thing. If you're actually trying to build something with AI instead of just messing around with it, this is where that conversation happens every week. Hit subscribe, and you'll be here for the systems and the leverage plays we break down next. A freelance copywriter is about to lose her biggest client. Not because her writing is bad, because she spent 3 weeks perfecting her AI workflow instead of turning in the project. This is where Rule 4 starts costing people actual income, not just client relationships. A lot of people fall in love with the process instead of the result. 3 hours perfecting a workflow, testing 5 tools, chasing the newest model the day it launches. Meanwhile, nothing gets delivered and nothing gets paid for. I don't care how you built it. Does it work?
It works. That's the only thing that matters.
Customers pay for outcomes. Not your process, not your stack, not how clever your prompt was. A finished, simple system that works beats a brilliant, unfinished one every time, and it's the finished ones that get invoiced. Stop falling in love with the tool. Fall in love with what it deposits in your account. A single AI subscription costs less than 1 hour of a part-time employee's paycheck. That one fact should change how you think about your very first hire. Rule 5. Your first hire shouldn't be a person. It should be AI. Before you bring on anyone, ask one question first. Can AI already do this task for a fraction of the cost? Tokens are cheaper than payroll. That's not a slogan, that's math. A task that used to require a part-time hire might cost a few dollars in AI credits today. This is the same logic that pushed entire industries toward automation decades ago. The question was never whether a machine could do it cheaper. It was whether you noticed before your competitors did. This doesn't mean never hire. It means don't spend your limited budget on tasks a machine already handles for pennies. Every tool your business runs on should have one clear owner, someone accountable for it working. But your actual headcount goes toward what only a human can do. Check the math first. Hire second. This is the rule that decides how far your budget really stretches. Everything we've covered so far leads to this rule. If you only remember one thing from this video, remember this one. Rule 6 is the one that turns a one-person hustle into an actual scalable business. Most people use AI. Type a prompt, wait, copy the answer, one task at a time. That's the author mindset. You're still doing the work, just with a faster pen. How did you build all this by yourself?
I didn't. I directed it.
The people scaling past everyone else made a different shift. They stopped writing every piece themselves and started directing systems that run without them. Multiple AI models handling different parts of the business, workflows running in the background while they sleep. That agency owner from the start of this video, the one whose business grew because it finally stopped depending on her, this is exactly the shift she made. Don't stay loyal to one model either. Test a few. Different models are better at different jobs. The same way you wouldn't hire one person to fill every role in your company. The author writes one word at a time. The director builds something that runs without them in the room. What if the real reason you're still stuck has nothing to do with AI at all? Rule 7 isn't really about the technology, it's about you. If you've ever said, I don't have time to learn this, here's the uncomfortable truth. You're not busy because AI takes too long to learn. You're busy because you haven't learned it yet, and it hasn't handed you the time back. The tool was never the bottleneck. It never was. The bottleneck is how long you let yourself wait before you actually start. Every excuse sounds reasonable in the moment. I'll learn it once things slow down. Things never slow down. The people ahead of you right now didn't wait for a convenient moment. They just started before it felt easy. This is the rule that changes who you become, not just what you produce. Here's exactly what to do, and it takes less than 10 minutes. Open your last conversation with AI right now. Look at the very last prompt you sent. If it's a single vague sentence, that's rule 2, the mirror effect. Sitting right in front of you. Delete it. Replace it with 3 real examples of your best past work, and ask it to match that exact style. Send that version instead. That's tomorrow's homework, done tonight. And if you want to go further than just this one prompt, that's exactly what's inside the 7-rule AI implementation kit, the full checklist, the fix-it prompts, and the director workflow map showing you how to stack multiple AI models together, the same way that agency owner did. It's free, it's in the description, and it turns this video from something you watched into something you actually run. Here's the real shift underneath all 7 of these rules. You were taught to think of AI as a tool, but a tool doesn't build a business while you sleep. A tool doesn't run when nobody's watching it. What you're actually holding is leverage, the kind that used to take a team, a budget, and years to build. Most people are still using that leverage like it's a search bar. The people getting ahead with AI right now didn't find a better tool. They stopped being the employee and became the director.